Hello everybody, I'm here tonight talk about an item that I purchased off eBay maybe about a year ago. I've never gotten a chance to use it until today. Just haven't had time with everything else going on. It is called the FocusDream. It is an ASCOM electric focus module. Basically you connect it to your laptop computer with a USB cable, and then you make a cable to go to your particular electric focuser on your telescope. In my case, that is a JMI Motofocus. It's attached to a Lomo Astele 102mm Maksutov Newtonian telescope. The connector on my particular focuser is basically a mono audio cable, basically like a headphone jack. The output on the FocusDream controller is basically like a telephone cable. So basically I cut a telephone cable, I used my multimeter to figure out which wires were activated to run the control or the focuser in and out, found out which ones had power, then connected them to the proper wires on the mono auxiliary audio cable. Tested it just to run it in and out a few times, and now we're ready to run it in whatever software you want to that is able to take advantage of an electric focuser. In this case tonight we are going to use Firecapture. You can see Firecapture is already up on my screen, and we are using we're going to use that to control it, and we have the moon in the field of view of the telescope. You see it's a little bit out of focus, so I'm just going to go over real quickly how to use this thing. It's real simple. Basically, to activate it, which we've already done, we go up here to this menu and we click on our options, and we go down to where it says focuser. We're going to click on where it says focuser, and in the top there is a box that says use ASCOM focuser. I've already checked this. We've already installed all of our drivers. It came with an ASCOM driver, also came with software to create a virtual serial port on your computer. In my case, it is calling it COM port number 6. So you have to choose that each time in the ASCOM chooser. So it'll come up and ask you which focus driver to use, and you're going to choose the FocusDream, and then you're going to choose COM port 6. It initializes and everything. You can set it up in here. So now we're going to go ahead and close this out. So we've already done it. In the bottom left hand corner of the screen, you see that we have an area here for the focuser. You have two buttons on each side. This button and this button are large step increments on the focuser. The two buttons on the inside of that are for small step. So use these buttons right here to get rough focus, and then we're going to fine tune it with these other two buttons. In the settings menu here, you can click on that and you can change the amount that the focuser moves with each button. The large rough focus buttons, I have mine moving 12 steps. The small ones, I have it moving 2 steps, but you can customize that if you want. So just real quickly before the clouds get moved in here, because we're shooting between a lot of clouds tonight. These same clouds are going to keep us from being able to do the Mercury transit tomorrow morning. It looks like that we had planned on live feeding. Hopefully I'm wrong about that, but I don't think we're going to get to do it. So basically we're just going to move the focuser and figure out which direction that we need to go to get closer to focus, and do the rough focus until we determine that we've gone too far. We went too far right there, so we're going to go back the other direction just a little bit. And from there you can use the small movement buttons to fine-tune your focus on whatever object that you are pointed at, in this case the moon. So real easy to adjust in really small increments or big increments. As you can see, I don't have to touch anything on the telescope, so there's no jittering, there's no wobbling to blur it out. It makes focusing really easy. This little unit has been really good so far. It's the first time we actually used it on an object in the sky. Played around with it on some distant trees earlier today, but this thing works really well. All of the software in it only took about a minute to set up the virtual serial port, and only took about a minute to do the ASCOM driver, and everything works really smoothly in it. At the end of this video, I'll have pictures of the focus controller and the telescope and the focuser it's all connected to. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel.